Shalom. First and foremost, we'd like to give all honor and glory and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, to all the Akim out there teaching and preaching this truth with 144% sincerity, to the men, women, and children listening learning, and to the Bayashat, the house of David. I'm Ayashatab.
I'm Karatazah.
I'm Kalam.
All right, coming to you through the will and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, with another spiritual conversation. All right, for the times that we're in and the things, that are amping up in the news and everything that we're seeing. All right, knowing and understanding that, hey, this devil is not pulling any stops. All right, this devil is continuing to be exceedingly wicked. All right, and gearing up everything for the famine of the word, persecution of the saints, World War III. It's just speaking loud and clear. All right, so Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is having these things revealed unto his men. All right, so you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and you Seminole Indians, you are the true children of Israel. All right, if your father's line goes back to a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, or Seminole Indian, all right, you do belong to the nation of Israel. Even if you look like the other nations, all right, you would be considered a speckled bird, all right, or Israelite foreigner, okay? But nevertheless, 2/3 of the nation of Israel will perish and die for the disbelief, all right, for the testimony of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, okay, because you cared not to hearken unto it. All right, 1/3 of the nation of Israel will be saved, all right, for believing upon the testimony in Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai's grace and mercy, all right, and it is something that can only be given unto Israel, all right, that is given unto Israel and of the elect of Israel, okay. Once again, all of Israel will not be saved, all right, due to your disbelief. But nevertheless, we're going to go ahead and get into these scriptures. So I could get into these scriptures for all these coming prophecies, all right, and everything unfolded. Wherever want to go and pull it out.
What's it? Go ahead. We'll start at Amos 8:11.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay. It's Amos 8:11. Behold, the days come, said Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, thy power. Oh, Shalaki. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, thy power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai.
Right, from the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, hey, there's a famine coming. All right, that famine, hey, is that censorship. Okay, that censorship that is going to go throughout the planet of the earth, taking the videos of the men, Abaratazah, we be those men, of the men of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai's testimony. All right, that has been given. All right, these epistles. Yeah. All right, you will no longer be able to catch that fresh off the press hot news coming from a Apostle Tahar on down. All right, that new song, that good news. Okay, it will be taken away from you. All right, but you care, most of you Jakes care not to hear the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai and the testimony, so you can get right. All right, you just want to be in that Aleister Crowley spirit, in that satanic demonic spirit of do as thy wilt or live in my best life or whatever.
Being unholy.
Right. So there's no Slakia, there's no benefit. All right, you see no benefit in the truth. All right, you rather be taught a lie. What is it? Speak unto me smooth things. Right.
Continue on that.
Yeah.
Continuing, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and shall not find it.
Right, and when that famine of the word comes, y'all gonna be running around like a chicken with your head cut off. All right, you're gonna be like, hey, I remember these guys used to be over here. I remember seeing it on this channel or whatever, whatnot. Right, because Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is gonna put it in your mind. All right, he's gonna. Hey, that's a torment. To be tormented. Hey, to be tormented. To know and understand. Then there once was the word, and you missed that opportunity. Okay. If that's not a torture, what is?
They're not knowing that You know, the enemy's using that as a weapon against somebody taking the word from them. You know.
Right.
Come. Did you want me to grab that in Isaiah?
Yeah, you can grab that.
Come. Isaiah 30:9 says that this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord Yahweh. It says, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits.
Right.
You know?
Hey, they clearly say that it wanted you to prophesy deceit.
Right.
Tell me that lie. Hey, what is that song? Neil, lie to me.
Right. They want to hear that comfort.
Right.
But it's a false comfort. You know, those smooth things. Are all lies. You know, they're all all the wants that you want. Man, it's not of Yahweh Bashem Shai. I'm gonna read down. Sorry, I'm gonna read down a couple. It says, verse 11. It says, "Get you out of the way, turn aside of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us." Right? You know, they push the prophet. All right, and the true prophets of the Lord. You know, they cast him out. You know, and that's what this society is trying to do. You know, we were talking about the recent segment on Tucker Carlson, saying that they're cracking down on the so-called Catholics, or Christian. What were they called? Christian
extremists.
They called them something else, but it was pretty much likened to extremists. So, but we know where that's headed to. They really want to say the Israelites. Those teaching this doctrine. Those speaking of Yahweh Bashem Shai. All right. But that's the mindset of our people, man. That, you guys aren't teaching the right thing, not what I learned. So here, let me put you out.
Right. You're not teaching what the slave master taught me.
Right. And I want to read one more. This is verse 12. It says, "Wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise his word, and trust in oppression and perverseness, and stay thereon. Therefore this iniquity shall be as to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant." So that's how, and the scriptures describe it as a thief in the night when Yahweh Shai comes back, right? And that's how the majority of our people are gonna get hit with this truth, all right, from the blind side.
God.
It's gonna cause them to make irrational decisions. Just why is this happening to me? They're gonna be in that spirit.
Right. The woe is me spirit. This
isn't right. This isn't what was supposed to happen.
I didn't plan it like this.
It's not supposed to be like this.
Right.
All right. That's all Jacob's trouble that's coming. All right. But without that word, all right, people are really gonna be, in that panic or state of distress.
Mm-hmm. God.
They're gonna worse. They're gonna wax worse and worse.
Right. What's the scriptures call it? They say they will travail as a woman.
Right. A woman in travail. Right. Every man shall have his hands girded about his loins.
Mm-hmm.
As a woman in travail. I got a script. This is a book of Galatians, chapter 4 and 16, and it reads, I have therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth. All right? You hate the men of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai because they tell you the truth. All right? They tell you that, hey, a dark, evil day is coming. All right? That dark and evil day, that's when this devil is going to come down with great, with great wrath. Okay? Ordained by Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right? To put forth that judgment. All right? For the atrocities that you have committed and continue to commit. All right? This is not that sunshine and rainbow. All right? This is why these the views and the true breakdown of the Bible, all right, and truly viewing it for what it really is. All right? A heritage book, an instruction manual, okay? These are the things that are given to know a heritage and to know the instructions they're to live by. All right, the acronym for Bible is basic instructions before leaving Earth. All right, why would that acronym exist? You know what I'm saying? Before leaving Earth. All right, on top of it. All right, in a spiritual sense, you got to look at that.
Mm-hmm. It's very deep because leaving Earth is that salvation.
Right. Hey, and most of you Jakes out there who say you're saved, you're not. Okay, you haven't been saved from anything. You can't even be saved from your bills.
Yeah.
All right. You trying to make ends meet. Even if you have an abundance of money, all right, you only have what, 2-3 months. All right, let's say if you even have a year, okay, there's still an end. Okay, you do not have that generational wealth to pass upon generations. Okay, we got another one. This is St. John chapter 8 and verse 44, and it reads, "And because I tell you the truth, ye believe me not." All right, so you don't believe because the truth is spoken. All right, that once again, you want them to speak unto you those smooth things, because the truth, they said the truth is a hard pill to swallow.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard for somebody to tell you that you're wrong, all right, and you to accept it. Yeah. It's not hard to say, but it's hard for most people to accept that, hey, you don't know everything, because you're in that you're in this you're in this spirit, the spirit of pridefulness.
Can't teach me shit, attitude.
Right. I'm self-made.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hey, you can't be self-made. All right, because you were ejaculated from your father's semen. You didn't make yourself. Your mother formed you in the womb. That was put there. All that was put there by Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So you can't even claim really to be self-made. Okay? You didn't make yourself. You can't swear by yourself. All right? It's like the self-made has just been getting me lately. Like them people, I'm self-made, But hey, it's been time after time that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has given, the nation of Israel mercy. All right? And when's the mercy gonna stop? All right? When's the mercy gonna stop? There has to be an end to the mercy. All right, that he's given. Because that if it continues on, that's basically allowing Israel to put Yahweh Bashem Yahushai to open shame. All right, if mercy would just continue forever, it's to say that he has no the Most High in His only begotten Son has no order. You can just do what you want to do, and this is just going to be the life that you live forever. All right, as if He didn't choose a people. All right, to follow His laws, statutes, and commandments. That's why He chose a people.
Right. And really, that mercy is only for the elect.
God.
These other, these, 2/3 of our nation are right now to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai as a heathen.
God.
All right, because they live like the heathen, So that's how you're gonna get treated. All right, you're gonna get that you're not getting judged right now. You're not being in the purification process. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is just allowing you to wax worse and worse. All right, until that day of judgment. And just a quick reference point for that is Ecclesiastes 8 and verse 11. Now I have something else I want to bring out on the point that you was talking about.
Yeah.
Real quick, Matthew 11 and 6. It says, "And blessed is he whosoever shall not be offended in me." And that was, Yahushai speaking. But see, the world takes this truth as an offense. You get offended at certain topics in the doctrine of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. right? Because it's against this Western philosophy or a normalized, really a perverse way of thinking. Okay, but the same way that people spoke ill about Yahweh Shai is how his prophets are taken into their consideration, or they're perceived as we're perceived as bums, perceived as low lives, or this, that, and the third, whatever they put the description on us. That's part of the reason why this persecution is going to take place, because we're harming the ideologies of this devil. Okay, so he has to put an end to it, because his truth is getting exposed. That son of perdition, all right, that son of perdition is getting exposed, and his new world order is taking a hit. Is getting to the point to where it's getting harder for him, to do certain things.
Hey.
You can't have everybody. His own people are revolting against his movement. That weirdo movement they got. That they pushing out.
Yep.
And as a devil house divided, they're not with the program or what they're trying to push.
Right. With that Zesty program, the Skittle program.
Mm-hmm. You're taking away certain things from us. Now it's, hey, we got a problem with it.
Right. They're tired of seeing that. And you just had it, this month with
tired of seeing
they banned critical race theory, all right, but then tie in this civil rights movement with those alphabet people, those
was it the Florida governor?
Yeah. Though, but those once slaves that fought for in the Civil War.
Yep.
Were fighting for these alphabet people the whole time. That's how this media is pushing that doctrine, or pushing that agenda.
Yeah, go ahead.
I had to preach to what the brother was talking about with the persecution. This is 2 Timothy 3:12. Yea, and all that will live godly and Yahweh Shadamash. Start all over. This is 2 Timothy 3:12. Yea, and all that will live godly and Yahweh Shadamash shall suffer persecution. And 13. But the evil man and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. So that second part, that's the mindset of the the 1/3, the hopeful elected men, Lord willing, that's us, in these times. And also, the 2/3 is the waxing worse and worse, and like the brother was saying, just off the simple fact of Esau's this agenda that they're pushing, and how their house is divided. But even ours, you seeing the 2/3 out there in the midst, like.
Hey, and essentially through the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, hey, the house of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai isn't divided. They're on one accord. The 2/3 were already marked.
Right, the house of David though is still standing strong,
right,
and just gaining numbers,
right, and just picking up, picking through the spirit, picking up where it was left off.
Mm-hmm.
All right, hey, and that testimony, hey. The workmen who were out in the vineyard, through the spirit, the parable of the vineyard, hey, to bring forth fruit and meat unto repentance. Okay, out there laboring in the field, gathering in and bidding to the marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this was given by Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Okay, I got one. This is the book of Lamentations, chapter 2 and verse 14, and it reads, "The prophets have seen vain and foolish things for thee, and they have not they have not discovered thine iniquity to turn away thy captives, but have seen for thee false burdens in cause of banishment." All right, and Salakia. Talking too fast. Swallowing too much air. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has given the men, all right, his men, Abaratazah, we be those men, hey, the vision and the vision and the testimony, all right, starting with the Apostle Tahar on down, and the vain things and the false and the false message that is given, all right, by these false prophets, all right, hey, by the system, by the whole system that's in place, all right, the prosperity doctrine, all right.
Mm-hmm.
And we have discovered the iniquity of these people, all right, through the will and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, all right, knowing and understanding, hey, where we went off and where they went off, all right, because first we have to take the beam out of our own eye, all right, and examine ourselves across the board, all right, that we know without a shadow of a doubt that the truth, all right, comes out of GMS. That the truth of the matter is that salvation belongeth unto Israel and Israel alone. That the CHIP, all right, is the MOTB. Okay? You got to understand that, hey, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai needs nobody. All right? He needs nobody. He doesn't need anyone. They don't need anyone. All right? But they ordained, all right? Yahweh Bashem Yahushai ordained prophets to be, ordained a household for his purpose.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Not for our own purpose. Okay?
Everything belongs to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
So I'm going to read this real quick. This is John
God.
7 and 16. It says, Yahushai answered them and said, my doctrine is not mine, but his that sent me. Okay, so, and likewise, Lord willing, we be speaking of this, of our words are of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and that's why when that offense comes, all right, when people get offended in this doctrine, you're not offended at us. You're really offended with the Most High and His laws.
Okay.
All right, that rebellious spirit, is you bucking up against the laws of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. It says, if any man will do his will, he shall know of the doctrine, whether it be of Yahweh or whether I speak of myself. Okay, and that's the problem with these other camps and false prophets. That they're speaking of their own desires, their own wills. They want to bypass the laws, which some of them have a understanding of the whole of the greater message, but they're not willing to do the fine details, which if they had, if they weren't so myopic, they would have some sense, to keep the law a little bit better, or to take the beam out of their own eye, best, way to say it, because that was the end goal, all right, that you can't, be affiliated with everybody that is teaching, against this doctrine, against the doctrine of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And it's our, belief and faith that is coming out of, Great Millstone, and the work proves to show that. It says, he that speaketh of himself seeketh his own glory. All right, and that goes to show with, heaping themselves up as teachers, always coming for that top spot underneath Yahweh Shai. Always coming for that King David placement.
Right.
It says, but he that or some accolade of being a great teacher. That's why these debates happen. And times is where they at now is that they getting to that everything. All these prophecies that are getting ready to pop off is getting ready to where these false prophets they at their last stand. All right. So you're gonna see even more of this. That's what we're continuing to see, whether it be this group or that group or a Christian pastor. It says
sorry.
It says, but he that seeketh his glory that sent him, the same is true, and no unrighteousness is in him. Okay, so hey, at the end, we're gonna see because Yahweh Shai is gonna reveal it.
God.
The Spirit, the Holy Spirit's gonna reveal it.
God, I got a precept actually.
And it is revealing the truth,
I got a precept.
To the sincere elect. Go ahead.
This is Proverbs 27:2, and it reads, "Let another man praise thee, and not thy own mouth. A stranger and not thy own lips." All right, and that's what these other people, other so-called brothers in these camps are doing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, they're looking for that self-validation, that self-praise, that self-worship, And here it is. It's clearly stated. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai said, "Let another man give you the praise." All right, let another man, not Salakia, not give you the praise, but let another man acknowledge your teaching, your studiousness. All right, you being a student.
Yeah.
All right, being a servant of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, rightly dividing the truth. All right, let other men want to model themselves after Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, but they see the work that you have put in through the will and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's not of your own will, as the brother had brought out earlier. Hey, I come not to do my will, but of my Father that sent me.
Mm-hmm. His Father's business. God.
All right,
yeah.
it was ordained for it to happen. Okay. The apostles are worthy of double honors. Why? Because they have put in the work. They have put in the work, and they were ordained by Yahweh Bashem Yahushai to teach men here on earth. All right? Teach men to through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, what to look for. All right? How to connect the precepts, so on and so forth. Okay, these are spiritual powers in its beginning stage. All right, and I try not to say like a low level form, but it's in the beginning stages.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so for the spiritual power to come, it's cultivated through these scriptures. It's cultivated through the understanding of the scriptures. Okay, I got another one. This is the book of Lamentations. It's going to be chapter 3 and verse 21, and it reads, "This I recall to my mind, therefore have I hope. It is of Yahweh's mercy that we are not consumed, because he have compassion, because compassion fail not." All right? And through Yahweh Bashem Yahushai's compassion, that is the reason why the apostles are still here today. Why the elders and the men of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, all right, are still here today, teaching and abiding in the word. Okay? It is through his compassion. I'm going to read verse 23, and it reads, "They are new every morning. Grace is thy faithfulness." All right? And that's Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, showing faithfulness to those who show faithfulness unto him. Okay? You first have to be faithful to the Most High and his only begotten Son before he shows you any ounce of mercy or faith. Okay? That's why you're told to come into a humbled spirit. All right? A broken spirit. A proud man ain't going to get nowhere. All right? We know that pride is adverse to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right, here it is. The only begotten Son didn't even come in pride, and He's the only begotten Son. He was still a servant of the servants. Okay, He was still a servant of the servants. That's why He washed His disciples' feet. Okay, hey, showing that humility.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because you have to be humbled in all things. Somebody else got something? So I was done with that.
I can't find it right now.
Slakia. And we know that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has continued, to show these signs and these wonders for this time to come. All right, this is the very time that He said He would come and visit the earth. All right, here it was. We're in Las Vegas, Nevada. All right, and this place, the hell is freezing over. All right, we just had snow outside, a little hailstorm, little snowstorm. All right, here in the desert where it typically doesn't snow. All right, earthquakes, another derailment.
Yeah.
Okay, an abundance of things that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai said and ordained that would happen. All right, that fire didn't say it was gonna. That fire wasn't gonna be. It was gonna be a natural fire sparked by a lightning strike. Okay, a fire is a fire. Is a fire. All right. However it was started, however it was kindled. All right. If it's a little fire, if it's a big fire. But we know Yahweh Bashem Yahushai doesn't do anything on a low level, small scale. All right. That's why you see everything amping up, always outdoing. Year after year, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has been outdoing Himself.
Send those pledges.
God. All right, I'm gonna go to. Can you go, Salakia, Psalms 19?
This is Psalms 19:1. The heavens declare the glory of the Most High, and the firmament showeth His handiwork. Day unto day utterly speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge.
Right, day unto day has uttered the speech. Here it is, the men out on the highways and byways are putting up videos. All right, hey, the camp videos are going up day unto day, night unto night. There's no speech or language that you can't find it. All right, you're a liar. You're a liar if you say that you couldn't find the truth in your native tongue. All right, because Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has sent His comforter. All right, where brothers are breaking down. Or breaking down scriptures in all languages. Hey, reposting the apostles' videos in all languages. All right, so that the word may be understood and given, that it may go throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, so nobody can have an excuse and say, I didn't know. That's the beauty of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. He's fair in all His ways and just.
It's the balance.
There'll never be a time where you can say, I didn't know. No, you didn't care. All right, you didn't care, and ultimately you weren't elected by Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right, and this famine of the word is coming. Hey, they're putting it, they're signing it right, and they already have certain parts of it in law, but here it is, they're signing the details in law in front of your face. All right, you just had the YouTube, YouTube CEO step down. All right, could that be due to censorship? All right, this censorship where you have the ability to get it right now without so many parables spoken unto you, with the parables broken down. Better yet, all right, into a time where, hey, you're not going to be able to say certain things anymore. All right, until Apostle Tahar, and then it's going to come across Apostle Tahar is going to give that order. All right, and then it's going to be, hey, and I'm going to bring it out. This is Ezekiel chapter 3, chapter 3, and I'm going to start at verse 25, and it reads, "But thou, O son of man, behold, thou shalt put bands upon thee, and shall bind thee with them, and thou shalt not go out among them." All right, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to take us from among these people. All right, take you from among these people, and you won't be able to hear the word. Why? Continuing on, verse 26, and it reads, "And I will make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth, that thou shalt not be that thou shalt be dumb, and shall not be to them a reprover." All right, so that you should not be able to receive the message anymore. You would not be able to receive that correction, receive that wisdom and that knowledge. All right, it won't be on a large scale. It will be on a case-by-case basis as Yahweh Bashim Yahushai deems it necessary. All right? It is a necessity that you take heed to the words that are given unto you by Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. I'm going to read it again. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3, verse 26. "And I will make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth, that thou shalt be dumb, and shall not be to them a reprover, for they are a rebellious house." All right, so 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and you Seminole Indians, and you speckled birds, for denying the truth, you will learn death by pain. All right? You will learn death by pain. Because you wanted to scoff and mock and didn't want to take heed.
Right. Because, the 2/3, they don't want that reproof right now. Because they still in the mindset of this world, and this world isn't failing. Then, they still have their day-to-day lives that they live in. So they're not, they don't see the destruction because it hasn't touched, Babylon yet.
Con.
Right, it hasn't affected their lives, but when it do, they're gonna be in that world of hurt, and they're gonna be trying to do everything to get, in good graces with the Lord, So it just reminded me of Isaiah 4:1,
God.
Even though that's talking about a woman,
Right.
We're technically the nation of Israel is that woman to Yahushua, the bridegroom.
God.
All right, he's made, Jeremiah 6 and is that 1 or 2? Where he's made Israel a delicate, like he is liking Jerusalem.
I think it's 2. Let me see.
I got my phone right here.
Jeremiah 6 and 2.
Yeah, I believe it's 6 and 2.
The land of Egypt, the wilderness, to the land of desert. He said 3 and 2.
I got it. This is Jeremiah 6 and 2. It says,
Oh, 6
"I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman." So,
It was 6 and 1, you said?
6 and
6 and 2.
6 and 2. I thought it was 6 and 2.
Yeah. So what is a tender and delicate woman do when she out, in the middle of the city, that's getting destroyed. She ran to that man. Well, they're gonna be running to Yahweh Shem Yahushua in that time, but it's gonna be too late. All right. And that day they're gonna be looking for the word, just as Amos 8 and 11. But it's time's gonna. You don't want that. Nobody wants that dirty hoe. Nobody wants that dirty hoe after, nobody wants to marry that dirty hoe. So who's going to take away your reproach? Yahweh Shem Shai is not going to, have a that thought to cleanse you at that time. He going to cleanse you with that fire, right? Because you so deserving of that punishment, and that's the only way to get out that dross from the nation of Israel.
Hey, it's by thermonuclear fire,
right?
All right, and hey, the scourges, the scourges for amendment,
right?
All right,
scourges are sin for amendment.
God. All right, hey, I got one. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 7 and verse 1. It reads, "Moreover, the words of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Also, thou son of man, thus saith Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, power unto the land of Israel. The end is come upon the four corners of the land." All right? Hey, and the end is come. All right? We are in the end times. We are in the end days.
Right, the last of the last days.
The last of the last days. The prophecies are speaking loud and clear. Here it is, once again, wars and rumors of wars. All right? Fires, pestilence. All right? All these things are speaking to you loud and clear, but yet it's worldly business as usual. Here you have the dollar collapsing and everything's just okay. Oh, it's fine.
Yeah, we're gonna come back.
Yeah, we're gonna come back.
America,
from a phoenix from the ashes.
America it's gonna get rough, but America's gonna, we're gonna pull through. That's, the pride that Esau has really, handed down to his people. All right, and by his people, I'm saying anybody that believes in his system. All right, and continues, to live by the philosophies of this world, because Esau is the power of this world right now. That by itself, has put that delusion, on the majority of our people.
Hey, I'm gonna go.
And that's why they set to not, Yahweh. That's one of the blinders that Yahweh Shem Shai put on those 2/3, man.
Yep. I'm gonna go to Ezekiel chapter 6, and I'm gonna start at verse 3, and it reads, "And say ye, mountain of Israel, hear the words of Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, the power. Thus saith Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, the power, to the mountain and to the hills, and to the rivers, and to the valleys. Behold, I will bring a sword upon you, and I will destroy your high places, and your altars shall be desolate, and your images shall be broken." All right, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is about to break this land down. All right, he's been breaking it down systematically, piece by piece, brick by brick. But there's going to be a time where all supporting beams of the structure are set for destruction. All right, they have been wrapped with I'm not going to say that. Choose my words. They've been wrapped with devices. All right, that can take the structure down. All right.
Well, it's like you got Esau on a pedestal, and every false idol is his support beams.
God. Thank you. That's a better way to put it. I was like, no, I'm not gonna say that.
Go somewhere else with that too.
Right.
But that's pretty much all these idols is what's holding Esau up, because they got all those stumbling blocks, and then it's like Yahweh Shai is really he on top of everything, but he's gonna be that it's like he's hidden underneath all that.
Right,
You know?
right.
You got a drywall around the supporting beams, and Yahweh Shai in the middle of it. You know, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai in the middle of it, just waiting to break out. And you know, when he rises, you know, everything else is just gonna go straight to hell.
Right. It's gonna be
Straight to the pit.
right, straight straight to the pit. Because all the wickedness will be revealed. All right, the wicked counsel will be revealed. All right, and all the atrocities that they have committed unto Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai's name, his image, all right, his land, all right, his creation and his people. All right, because this devil has polluted the whole earth. All right, there's not any stone unturned as far as wickedness and pollution of this devil has done. That's why you see this happening on these railroads.
Right, well, it's the height of wickedness.
God.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's why the you know, Revelations 8:18. You know, I'll read that real quick. You know, just to keep the scriptures going. Where is it? Saints have reached the heavens. Yeah, come on. Revelation 18:5, it says, "For her sins have reached unto heaven, you know, and Yahweh hath remembered her iniquity." So, you know, that's talking about Babylon the Great, you know, this great whore, right? And you know, America, but that whole beast system, you know, their sins, you know, and the sins of this world is finally, you know, getting to Yahweh. You know, Yahweh can't dwell in wickedness.
God, he can't view wickedness.
Right.
All right, the pure sight of wickedness, right?
Yeah.
It cannot withstand. Yahweh cannot withstand it. All right.
Right. And what does it say? What's that? Second Idris 10 or 9? No, that's 15. I don't know why I'm thinking about that. It's 15. You know, where it says exceeding wickedness has polluted the whole earth. Right. This is Ezekiel chapter 16 and verse 23, and it reads, "And it came to pass after all thy wickedness, woe unto thee, saith Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai power, that thou hast also built unto thee a eminent place, and has made thee a high place in every street. Thou hast built thy high places at every head of the way, and has made thy beauty to be abhorred, and has opened thy feet to every one that passeth by, and multiplied the whoredoms." All right, and that's Israel. All right, and it's the land of America. All right, here it is. Israel has played the harlot and been a whore, following after all these other gods and following after the Western philosophy. All right, but this Western philosophy has been a whore unto itself. Okay, swallowing up and accepting everything. Right, and the Statue of Liberty says, you know, what does that creed? Give us you're hungry, you're tired, and you're poor. All right, you just accept everything. You accept the bottom of the barrel of the base of everything, because that's exactly who's ruling it, the base man. All right, so why wouldn't you accept what is on the bottom? You know, what is low, so-called low-hanging fruit. Mm-hmm.
All right, here it is that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai has made the nation of Israel first and foremost to want the high fruit. All right, not the low-hanging fruit.
Right, and that's you know, see, this thing is about, you know, strive for perfection. You know, you know, I believe it's in Genesis. You know, it says that you know, Abraham was told to be perfect. You know, to be perfect in you know, in his walk with you know, with Yahweh. Okay. You know, that's the thing. You know, Yahweh Shai said, you know, be perfect as me, or as my Father. You know, so that's the you know, that should be your goal. You know, and not, settling for less. Yeah, we have, the struggle with our flesh, but, that's what's going to be overcome, through faith.
God. It's lucky.
I got something.
Yep.
This is 2 Corinthians 10 and 3. It says, y'all start at 3. It says, for though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. So, we're not, hey, what does it say in 2 Timothy 3? No man at war entangled with himself.
With the cares of this world.
Yeah, with the matters of this life, right? So, we're not, here to fight, Esau's war, in this third world. All right, we're not here to, fight, for a position in Esau's society. No, everything we do, is, through the will and power of Yahweh Shem Mashai to get us closer, and build a stronger connection, for our salvation. It says, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh to the pulling down of strongholds. So those strongholds, okay, are first and foremost all these false doctrines, all these, philosophies and deceits, lies, and that have been painted, on our people, to our people, to confuse them.
God, it's like the strongholds of your mind.
Right.
All right. As we're going into, as the brother greatly, beautifully described, hey, those pillars, holding the structure up. All right. Hey, those are the structures of your mind that were built primarily by Esau Edom. All right, giving you your way of doctrine, giving you your way of truth here in this land of America, in the land of your captivity.
Okay.
All right, so those strongholds of your mind through this word in the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is breaking it down. This word breaks those strongholds. All right?
Okay. And verse 5, it says, casting down imaginations and everything that exalteth itself against the knowledge of Yahweh, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Yahweh Shai Mashiach.
Hey, bringing every thought to submission.
Yeah, obedience.
Right? And bringing it to obedience, and to be obedient, to obey, you have to what? You have to submit. All right? You have to submit and admit. All right? Bringing you down. All right? That in a righteous way.
Right.
Right?
Well, yeah, because it says, I'm going to read that last part. It says, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Mashiach. So just as, the 2/3 have a slave mindset.
God.
We have to, have that same servitude, but in righteousness, But we know ours isn't led by deceit, But we have to bring in. It's like, sometimes you gotta, rebuke, those evil thoughts or that demon of doubt, and things of that nature. All right. What does it say in James, real quick? I believe it's 5. Maybe it's 6. Damn, I lost it. I'm gonna bring it out real quick.
God. Hey.
That was it. Resist. I like that right here.
God just put me in the sunny place.
God, this is this is the benefits of that though. This is James 4:7. It says, submit yourself therefore to Yahweh, resist the devil and he will flee from you. So you gotta resist those things, and that's through submission. All right, and submission is fulfilling His will. Doing His work. Continuing to grow in this truth. All right, that builds up. This building of your spirit for these trials to come.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like it's like you're building for your spirit, for the trials to come, and also building your spiritual account in the heavens as well.
Right. You're doing that, and then, you're also, as the apostles always say, and the elders, will tell you that the more you grow in the spirit, the more the bigger, demon.
Right.
You
and
got
you amp up and the demon amps up too.
right. It's that balance, but with that growth, you have the ability to defeat it.
God.
And that's really the test of of strength.
It's like it's no different in a spiritual aspect relating it to a worldly aspect that Jake might understand.
More money, more problems.
More money, more problems.
New levels, new devils.
Right, new levels, new devils. Right. You started from a dime bags and nicks until you moved to an ounce.
Yeah.
Right. Now you're moving ounces and QPs and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a worldly.
Everybody coming after you.
Right. It's a worldly sense. Yeah. You got your Scarface on. All right. You wanted to go kingpin status.
The Godfather.
Hey, you got to be kingpin status for you. How about Shimmy Awashai?
Okay.
You got to be willing to do the time.
Yeah.
All right.
You can't relate the cardinality.
Hey, but it's not. It's just a similitude for Jake to understand a little bit more. All right. It is Yahweh Bashem Yahweh who makes you and who fulfills you. All right. That and I understand what the brother said. It's not meant in Salaki. It's not meant to be a carnal thing, but it's just to go and prove to you, Jake, that hey, like the brother said, new levels, new devils. All right. You give it all you got for abominable things, but you won't give it all you got for salvation.
It don't make sense.
It don't make sense. It don't make sense.
Because they myopic.
Myopic. What is myopic?
But hey, there's a reward for your wickedness. There is a reward. It might not be the reward that you thought you were gonna get, but hey, Yahweh Shimi Al-Shai has a reward for you and the other nations. All right, and I'm gonna pull it up. This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 14, and verse 1, and it reads, "Behold, the day of Yahweh cometh, and the spoil shall be divided in the midst of thee. For I will gather all nations against Jerusalem to battle, and the city shall be taken, and the house ruffled, and the woman ravished, and half of the city shall go forth into captivity, and the residue of the people shall not be cut off from the city. Then shall Yahweh go forth and fight against the nations as when he fought in the day of battle. And his feet shall stand in the day upon the mountain of Olives, which is before Jerusalem on the east, and the mountain of Olives shall cleave in the midst thereof towards the east and towards the west, and there shall be a very great valley, and half of the mountain shall be moved towards the north, and half towards the south. And ye shall flee to the valley of the mountains, for the valley of the mountains shall reach to Azel. Yea, ye shall it's like my eyes messing. Ye shall flee like as ye fled from before the earthquake in the day of Uzziah, king of Judah, and Yahweh Bashem Yahushai shall come, and all the saints with thee. All right. So, 2/3 of the nation of Israel, as well as these other nations, will have to witness this. All right. They will have to witness, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, coming down on that mountain. All right. And, the elect. All right. Coming to what? To subdue the earth. Okay, coming to make the earth right and have it put everything back in order. Okay, that order is given unto the earth through the power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. All right, that's why it's the day of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, because Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is about order. Everything is done in decency and order. All right, so it causes for everything to be right. You know, you're not gonna have government stand in this day. There's gonna be no mountains and no hills. All right, you're gonna have those that resist. All right, but to to what end? All right, hey, it's not gonna affect the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. All right. Hey, because it's already spoken of of what's going to happen.
Okay.
All right, he already gave you the playbook. All right, that hey, you have to answer for all the atrocities that are committed. All right, in heaven and in earth. All right, and those atrocities, when I'm saying in heaven, are those satellites that you put up in the heavens. All right, all the space junk that you have floating around out there. Hey, this devil pollutes everywhere. You got something?
John, this is the book of Joel, chapter 3 and verse 9. It says, "Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty man, let all the men of war draw near, and let them come up." All right, talking about that day, the brother was just speaking on. The Gentiles being these other heathen nations. Well, what Yahweh Shem Yahushua is gonna, gather that mountain of troops, and we're gonna continue on. It says, "Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong." Hey, we seeing that with
North Korea.
All right, with North Korea, China, Russia, all right,
Japan.
Yeah. All right, but
India.
I mean, right now, all right, Japan is still, with, America, okay, which we know that NATO and EU is going to be broken down. I'm just saying, a few articles saying that the destruction, especially with this breaking news,
Okay.
right? Which through the spirit we already knew, all right, and brothers
already said.
and brothers already pulled out the information, the so-called conspiracies, but now he's coming out and actually saying it. All right, now it's actually being now credible sources have come to say it. Okay, and they're bringing back those old clips and putting, two and two together, even though they a little too late. All right, and those are the same things that is gonna cause that Nord Stream 1 and 2. That's gonna be the same consequence. The same. It's going to be one of the main factors of why these other nations, pull apart from this, this horror, man. Because again, stabbed in their back by their own ally,
Right. Bullying.
So
Hey, the bully tactic used to work the time before, but
Sorry, again, bullied.
But this time, these heathen nations, they don't think that they got something for Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, and that they strong enough to take that to take them down. See, it says, "Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about thither. Cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord Yahweh." It says, "Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Yehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about."
Gone. And that's what Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. He's going to judge all the heathen around about, starting with the 2/3 of his own nation. All right. Hey, for the atrocities that they have committed unto his hey, unto his name, unto his image. All right, not believing in Caesar Borgia. All right, the mother Mary, Buddha, Krishna. All right, hey, themselves. Okay. And would you just read them, Salakia?
Joel 3:12, I believe.
Okay. You got something? Go on.
Well, it was for for Esau how they their pride, like when you're speaking on their pride, and thinking that they're gonna continue, like they know there's an end, but they feel that they still gonna rule, And I had Psalms 10:4, the wicked through the pride of his continuance will not seek after Yahweh Shem Yahushai, because the power is not in all his thoughts. So they can care less, about Yahweh Shem Yahushai, but they feel like they got it, like they feel like what they're, like you said, bullying all these other nations, that they still got this, they still got their plan is gonna work, that they're gonna finally get in full power, and they're gonna be those live forever gods, with the technology and everything like that. So it's a big delusion for them.
God. Hey, I got Isaiah chapter 34, and I'm going to start at verse 1, and it reads, "Come near, ye nations, to hear." All right, and this is Yahweh Shem Yahushai say, hey, everybody come. Everybody come to hear what I got to tell you. Come check this out. Hey, this is breaking news.
This is the real
And hearken, ye people. All right, hear what he's got to say. All right, and how does he say that? He speaks through his men, the prophets. All right, he speaks through his men, the prophets, who were ordained for time, the elect. All right, the 144,000 elect men. All right, true doctrine coming out of GMS.
Okay.
All right, beginning with Apostle Tahar, continuing on. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth out of it. All right. So let everything and everyone hear. Continuing on, verse 2. For the indignation of Yahweh is upon all nations. All right. So Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is about to wrap this thing up. His indignation and his fury is upon all nations. All right. That's why he even called out 2/3 of his own house. All right. Because nobody escapes the judgment seat. All right. And his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter. All right. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is going to deliver everyone unto the slaughter that does not adhere to his laws, statutes, and commandments that are of his nation. All right. But the other nations, they're all going to be delivered unto the slaughter, for their atrocities they have committed in following after the devil.
Mm-hmm.
All right, because what did he say? I was but a little displeased with the heathen.
Yeah.
All right, but you wanted to continue and follow. You wanted to follow after the base man.
And you touched the apple of his eye.
Right. Here it was. You were above the base man, but yet you followed him. All right. Ultimately, because it was ordained by Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. All right, as Israel followed them. Okay. I'm going to drop down to verse 5, and it reads, this is the book of Isaiah chapter 34 and verse 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, I shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of the curse of my curse to judge. Right, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is going to come down upon the people, his people, all right, and come down upon Idumea. All right, which is Esau, Edom. All right, but as well as these other nations, because once again at the beginning it said, to all you nations, come near and hear. The sword of Yahweh is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with blood of the lambs and the goats, with the fat of the kidneys and rams. For Yahweh hath sanctified in Basra, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. All right, and this is modern day. This is modern day Egypt, aka Babylon.
Okay.
All right, aka Sodom and Gomorrah in the land of America.
Okay. Rome.
Rome 2.0. All right, and who were those controlled by? The Idumeans.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's lucky. In verse 7. And this goes to show once again how messed up this devil is. All right. Verse 7 goes to show how much this devil has polluted Yahweh Shem Yahushai's creation. Okay? This is verse 7, and it reads, and the unicorn shall come down with him. All right, so that technology, this bullshit technology that Esau Edom's got, all right, hey, his sword, his weaponry, all right, his ICBMs, his lasers and everything, all that shit's going to be taken out of the heavens. They're going to be taken out of the heavens. Because Yahweh Shem Yahushai, hey, is not with the pollution. All right, all that's going to fall back down to the ground, hey, so it can be destroyed. Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to destroy, and it's going to be essentially space dust.
Right.
All right. Continuing on, and the bullocks with the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood, and their dust made fat with fatness. All right, goes to show you once again that hey, this place is nothing but a spiritual altar. All right, for Yahweh Shem Yahushai, hey, to do what? To offer up that sacrifice.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That blood sacrifice. You know, it's gonna be with the blood of these 2/3. You know, those is gonna be the bullocks and goats.
Okay.
You know, 2/3 in this land. You know.
Yeah. It is, hey, man, this is Yahweh Shem Yahushai's will. All right. Hey, the law of blood sacrifice was done away with. All right. Hey, for this time. All right. This is that final notion. All right, that Yahweh Shem Yahushai is given. Anybody got anything else?
No. You got something?
Was it some of the off of Idumea? Talking about America, the end of this place, what you were saying. It's Isaiah 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
Yeah, read down.
Take the millstones and ground mill, undercover the locks, make bare the legs, undercover the thigh, pass over the rivers.
Right, and this is Yahweh Shem Yahushai making this place naked. All right, hey, so you have no excuse, you have no covering. All right, no covering for yourself. Hey, as you walking into a room and somebody's getting undressed, or you walking into a room and better yet, a woman's getting undressed because we're likened to the woman of the Most High.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But it's talking about these other nations. When women, get caught getting undressed, they feel a little bit ashamed. Right? Men are like, get the hell out of the room.
Right.
But women, they're startled. All right. And it's the shame and that embarrassment. Okay. So this is being shown. Your embarrassment is being shown.
Mm-hmm.
Come read down one more.
Come. Continuing, Isaiah 47:3. Thou nakedness shall be uncovered. Yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
All right. Hey, go ahead. Break it down.
So, Yahweh Shem Yahushai is ripped, like showing all the nakedness of this place Babylon, and showing everything that he done here, and all this falliness of wickedness that been polluted. And when Yahweh Shai does come back, his vengeance, he's going to come back in his full power. He's going to come in that fathership, and all eyes is going to see him. He came once as a man. This time he's coming as his true power.
He's going to have that angelic power,
Huh?
That's going to, as it said, virgin daughter of Babylon is gonna sit in that dust, man. It ain't gonna be tender and delicate no more after he get through with you. You know,
Gone.
it's going for that payback.
Strip would be done. No more of this.
Recompense.
Yeah.
Hey, it'll be no remembrance of the former. You know.
Gone. I got Isaiah 35. I'm gonna start at 4, and then we'll go ahead and close out. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 35. Unless you brothers got something after this. Isaiah chapter 35 and verse 4, it says, "Say unto them that are of faithful heart, be strong, fear not. Behold, your power, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, will come with vengeance." All right, even your power with a recompense. He will come and save you. Then the eyes of the blind shall be opened, and the ears of the deaf shall be unstopped. Then shall the lame man leap, as a hart, as a hart, and the tongue of the dumb sing. For in the wilderness shall water break out, and streams in the desert. In the in the parched ground shall become a pool, and the thirsty land spring of waters. In the habitation of dragons, where each lay shall be grass with reeds and rush. All right, and Yahweh Shem Yahushai, right? Yahweh Shem Yahushai. This is causing and restoring. All right, restoring with salvation. Right, restoring. Hey, you brothers and sisters who adhere to the word. But this great restoration is going to come at the end, after the destruction. Okay? That it is all given. All right? Hey, the time of Jacob's trouble that we are in, but not in full effect. Okay? But when it comes to full effect and it gets to the height of Yahweh Shai returning, then you'll start to see more. And then you want to believe. All right? But the 2/3 of the nation of Israel will not get it, will not receive it. All right? And they will miss that opportunity. All right? That's why we are here for the hopeful elect. Abba Ratazah, we be of that number.
Huh?
All right? Hoping and praying. All right? To continue in the faith and the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right? I ain't got nothing else. Anybody got a script or anything?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
All right. All right. With that, Lord willing, this was edifying. We want to give all honor and glory and praise unto Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai Ba'Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, to all the Akim out there teaching and preaching the truth with 144% sincerity, to the men, women, and children. Listen and learn in the Bayah Shadabadat, the house of David. Till the next time we say Shalom, Wa Abba Baba, Kwam Yasharala.